Now, you see, you, Obina, you have everything going for you. And I don't want you to feel discouraged. Please, things are bad in Nigeria, but I believe it's only for a short time. Because it depends on you. Whatever my generation might have done wrong, and I will be the first to admit that my generation has done a lot wrong, it's for your generation to do it better. And don't just sit down and complain. Don't just sit down and complain. Sitting down and complain is like the anger of the cripple. You're on the same time, you will be on the same ground, on the same level. But you have to be proactive. And you have to make sure you get enough of what I call critical mass of people, like-minded people, who will be ready to say, yes, we can bring about a change. And you can bring about a change if you get the critical mass of people that are ready to slug it out. I always say, when people say, hey, well, when will this old hag go out of the way? They won't go out of the way. You have to make them go out of the way. They won't voluntarily go out of the way. You have to make it uncomfortable for them. I'm not talking of violence, but bringing pressure to bear to make it uncomfortable for them. They will go out of the way.
Sure. For example, I'll give you an example of Jonathan, which is most toxic in recent time of allegations coming from his own side that were supporting the Buhari people. But it was Sahara reporters, and you can check this out, that fought the Yaradua cabal. I'm talking about the late President Yaradua. People who took him into hiding and were running the country illegally were the ones who were exposing, including declaring that Yaradua had died when they said he was jumping around, which was seen at that time as supportive of Jonathan. In fact, we were accused directly by his people of working for Jonathan to become president. But I never met Jonathan in my life. And I'm not likely to meet him anytime soon. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to meeting people, but I just don't know them. So Jonathan came to power. We started holding Jonathan to, to his promise to run Nigeria properly. He wasn't doing it. They were stealing and robbing. We were exposing and reporting it, right? And it favored the opposition people. And of course, we're accused of working for the opposition. Now that Buhari has come to power, and Sahara Reporters is reporting that his chief of army staff has bought houses in Dubai that he couldn't explain, and that the internal affairs minister has houses in the US, millions of dollars, that shows that he must have participated in looting the army resources during his time in the army, during Yaradua's time.
According to your deduction?
It's not deduction. We have documents to show this. Now they are accusing us of working for Boko Haram. This is the accusation officially from the Nigerian army and some of Nigerian government people. So it shows to you that we don't work for anybody. We work for ourselves.
Because everybody is saying you're working for the other party.
Yeah, exactly. Now, probably the government of Buhari will start accusing us of working for the PDP very soon. You understand? So this is the nature of...
When did they assemble? When you say Black Stars as a team, they didn't gel as a team because they didn't play together as a team. That was part of our problem. How can you make a substitution at 90 minutes? Then ask the player to walk in and walk out. You saw him do that. Then even when you suffer, Mr. Speaker, the disgrace of Como was largely because of the early conceding that goal in the fifth minute. I'm sure that's even got Ayu exiting with a red card because he had come determined that I will survive today. In any case, even if we won, we're not going to qualify. So, Mr. Speaker, my first advice would be that let's show sportsmanship. Let's show sportsmanship. You see, football, you win happiness, you lose happiness. That's what sportsmanship means. So we have to forgive the Black Stars and move forward. We must forgive the Black Stars and move forward. You see, Mr. Speaker, and to my senior, the Honorable Katie Hammer, when your milk pours down, can you take all of it back? You don't cry over spilled milk. So, Mr. Speaker, I think we must endeavor to find a heart of forgiveness for the Black Stars, for its management, and manage the transition. But task the minister and the FA to work to transition the coach, work to transition him. Because between now, you don't want us to blame you if Nigeria beats us or defeats us and say that their jollof was already better than ours. They have added football to it. That will be another trouble for you. But we necessarily must qualify. And Mr. Speaker, one of our colleagues, when he was making his point, questioned why the Black Stars were in Qatar. It was for good reason. He was using it sometimes because of our economic standard, so that he prepares them, anticipating that we will qualify for Doha. Then they would have gotten acclimatized to the weather. But there are those who are very critical of the coach that, why did you choose Doha or Qatar? This was the reason. His anticipation is that, no, but at least get used to the atmosphere within the constraints of the resources. But how much are we ready? How much are we ready to pay for a Black Stars coach? I know that there were efforts to get Hervé Renard, if you remember, the one who led Ivory Coast and Zambia into winning those cups. Nothing was heard of it, and that was it. So probably we should have a mix of the coaches. Yes, make use of our local talents. Where it is necessary to use a foreigner, I don't think that we should rule it out completely. But at least we should make the best
On wedding day, man no show up because he suddenly realized I get bad leg. He no come wedding that day. Stood me up on the wedding day. Only me content that day. People full my house. People full my papa house for wedding. I no see the man wey wan marry me. Wetin him tell people be saying suddenly realize say no fit cope with person wey get bad leg. Like saying be see me with good leg and now I can't develop bad leg suddenly. My name na His Worship Ifi Nasia Okoye. I be senior magistrate for Anambra State Judiciary. I dey happily married with 3 children. People wey come my court come see say person wey wan decide their case na person wey dey physically challenged. I know say many of them go get something for mind wey they wan talk, but they no fit talk am out, you know, considering who they wan talk to. You know say if you talk anyhow, you fit no go your house that day. But mostly if I fit talk wetin I dey see for their faces, some dey surprised, like wow, they admire me, like this woman, you know, that kind of thing. And if they know people, you know, where they my condition or where even they able, where they house they slack, they feel reach them, tell them say if you see the woman where they preside over her case, you know, go sit down here, they do anyhow. So I dey encourage them. I decided to become lawyer because now wetin I've always wanted to be. See, before I read law, I been already read sociology for 4 years. Immediately when I dey come out from sociology, I enter immediately to read law. I no go use service. I enter immediately to read law. Now as I finish law, now I can't do use service. Simply because right from where I dey small, I don already make up my mind. So I want to be a voice for people wey dey like me and so many other people, not just people wey dey like me. You know, say this our society, they don't really get time for people wey get challenges, so nobody's saying you. So as I dey go through school, I get people wey they stigmatize me, say I get bad leg, I no be like them. In short, some at a point in time they feel say they do me favor, so they talk to me. Right from time I be person wey no dey like pity. My papa train me like that. I get people wey be say any little thing they go tell me say the reason I dey keep quiet for you now because you get bad leg. That one dey enter my brain if they tell me that one. I go market, go buy something for Lagos. One woman, she see me, she just say, hell, fine girl with bad leg. I look am. Now I tell her, you speak am for Igbo, you know no say they hear Igbo. I tell her, say, shoo, mama, now ugly person if for do before. You know, so I no just won't make anybody look down on me. So I make up my mind so I go be everything what I supposed to be. The day wey they swear me in as senior magistrate, as in my belle sweet me well. One, na the first time wey they make person wey get challenge like this senior magistrate for Anambra State. So it sweet me say, all those things what they think when I dey small, you don't they come out small, I don't they reach and small. So I was very, very happy. I was very happy that day. I don't get anything now what I no fit achieve. Now High Court, I be Supreme Court. Now there my eye dey for now. I dey aim high, I dey go high. As I don't look through the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court, I never see person where they physically challenged. So I dey see myself as the first person wey go reach there, be the first Supreme Court judge wey carry clutches dey waka.